You know, every once in a while I see something when I'm looking for stories for a slice of pie that is just so absurd that I decide to buy it. And today's video is no different. Because you see, we don't have just one, or two, but 3 RGB products that probably shouldn't exist. So today, we're gonna open them up, we're gonna try them out. I'm gonna let you know, does the RGB actually add anything to any of this other than just cost? Because I'll give you a spoiler alert, this one is the most expensive headphone stand I've ever seen. Actually, I think Corsairs might be a bit more expensive, but hey, we're gonna, yeah, let's just jump into it. First, we're gonna start with the smallest and honestly the least Razer box. This is a Razer charging pad Chroma. So this is an RGB charging pad for your phone. Hilariously, I do think that RGB will actually add something to this product because, well, you'll be able to see it in the dark. That being said, this one was shipped in what's obviously, when you buy Razer Direct, they often use this packaging as opposed to the more green and black packaging, what they often use for normal retail. So yeah, so let's go ahead, open it up. This is pretty straightforward. We got a charging pad, a braided USB-C cable, instructions, and a sticker, a single sticker. All right, cool. We got instructions on how to connect it. It connects via USB-C, which means if you've got a USB-C to USB-A cable, it will work just fine. It looks like an Amazon Echo. Like, it legit looks like an Amazon Echo with like its LED ring. I love it. Okay. I'm gonna throw this on my desk. We're gonna light it up and really see how well it works, but it doesn't look half bad. This cable is a little short though, and I will end up having to use a separate one that is much longer in order to actually make it work with my PC setup. Not bad overall though, very cute, very solid, feels nice. It's got like a rubbered bottom, I think a rubbered top, and so like if you put your phone on it, yeah, that's not gonna slide off at all. Oh my God. Like, that is grippy. I love it. Cool. So I know the Razer phone's charging things like there somewhere. So that's gonna be cool. Let's move on to the one product I actually consider kind of useless. RGB mouse bungee. I've never used a mouse bungee, to be completely honest, and I'm not 100% sure what their purpose is, but I was going to go full ham and do this one and this one, so I might as well get this one. So it's gonna add a little bit of flair. Ugh. I love Razer's knifeless unboxings, they're great. Oh, actually, let's take a look at this. On the top, we got instructions. You put your mouse, the cord goes into the bungee, and then that goes to the computer. So that's pretty straightforward. The world's largest lighting system, Razer Chroma. That's actually on all of the boxes, by the way. Mouse bungee Chroma. Lighten your play. Reduces drag. Weighted anti-slip base, powered by Razer Chroma RGB. So really, it's just RGB and a mouse bungee. So, gonna go ahead and open that up. So this is what I'm used to. Like the more elaborate packaging. It's actually all right there. So here we go, we got our documentation again. A very significant cord and our bungee. Oh wow, okay, whoa, those are much floppier than I thought. It's kind of a flaccid kind of, it's actually amusing. It's like, you know those door stoppers? You know, the ones as a kid that you used to play around with? Nothing at the bottom of the box. That's the feeling. So, I mean, I could see how that would reduce some sort of drag because that's not really all that hard to move around. Cable, again, braided, USB-A to power it. Again, it's got pretty much the same, is it the same shape? No, this one's slightly bigger. I was gonna say they probably use the same tooling, but they do not. Same rubberized bottom. In fact, actually the bottom's grippier. So that, I legit am just not putting down pressure and just trying to move it on the mouse pad. It's really hard to move. Okay, and let's see on the table. Slippier surface, so kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. When I put it on the desk with the RGB mouse pad that I already have, it's probably gonna look pretty awesome. Let's see, how many stickers do we get in here? We got, welcome to the next level of gaming immersion. Yeah, RGB equals immersion. You heard it here first. And we got 2 Razer Chroma stickers. We didn't actually get that big pack like we got in the keyboard. All right, cool. I mean, that's 2 down. So now I've got 3 stickers. Yeah. All right, and then this is the big boy. This one costs a bit. A bit is right, but there are a couple of big features that this has that actually sold me on this one. Believe it or not, this one actually doesn't cost that much more than Corsair's RGB thing that is also a headphone hanger. This one is pretty similar in design, but it has 2 big features that I absolutely love and I cannot wait to actually use. One of them being that it has a built-in DAC. So wired headphones are capable of going straight through here instead of having to be routed behind the PC or into the front audio jacks. The second thing that this thing has is it has 2 USB ports that it uses as pass-through. This is great because with those 2 USB ports, we could easily connect our USB headphones, because I actually have a couple of USB Krakens that we're going to go ahead and try on these as well. Supposedly this also has Razer surround sound support, which I think pretty much everything can use Razer surround sound, but it's supposed to be native and capable of passing through directly to Razer Krakens, even though it's going through USB. So we got, again, another knifeless unboxing. And this one, again, grandiose unboxing stuff. That's what I'm used to with Razer. Oh, look at that. Oh, okay. Start with, welcome to the other ones are so small, but look at how big this one is. You can probably read that from the camera. Oh my God, that's amazing. I kind of love that. It's a little over the top. All right, and this one actually came with the bigger sticker pack, the one that has everything else on it. So, in this process of buying everything RGB, we definitely got there. Then we got some documentation and instructions on how to set it up. Yeah, pretty cool. Does it have? Yeah, no, it actually, I think for the most part, because they call this one the base station, right? Is that what they're calling it? Yeah, the base station. The intent is that you buy this and you plug this into this and maybe this too? I mean, in reality, nothing is saying that I can't use a USB-C to USB-A port for this. And that might be the intent. And then I could just use my normal Krakens. But if I wanted to put my Kraken USBs, I would have to take those out. So this is how it's packaged. Just take the whole thing out of that box. This is definitely aluminum. Feels nice. Oh, we got some. Oh, what the heck is going on here? I think I got a factory defect here. Yeah, because it's supposed to be adhered down. Razer quality control. Gosh. Also, what is this spring? That could be a bad thing. If this spring is important. I don't know where it came from. Okay, so we don't have a braided one. This one's actually a much thicker gauge though. This is a pretty thick boy USB cable, which is good because this will actually conduct a bit of current through it, which is what we would want for these two pass-throughs plus this. So we have our DAC in here. So yeah, it looks pretty cool, and we can put headphones on it. So I think the next step is really to plug everything in. I mean, we have that in the back. We kind of just run that, and look at that. We've already got two of them hooked up, and then we just put this. I don't know how this is gonna look on my desk. All right, but now that the unboxing's done, now comes the hard work of actually cleaning off my desk, getting this whole thing set up, and then shooting some sizzly B-roll of these things lit up, because they are not nearly as impressive until they're lit up. So let's do that. So I've got it all set up, and it actually looks pretty awesome. That being said, it's a lot of wires to manage and to run to the back there, but I will say it does have a pretty nice aesthetic going for it. So let's actually go over in order from least useful RGB to most useful. Starting with the mouse bungee. Now, I've never used a mouse bungee personally in the past, but I actually really like it as it functions as a mouse bungee. That being said, the RGB on it is entirely an accent. There really is no reason for it to exist other than for it to look good. So in the ranking of most useful RGB to least useful RGB, it would definitely be useless. But the bungee itself is actually pretty awesome, and I can completely understand why some people buy them. In fact, honestly, like, it might be hard for me to go back now, and I don't have to since it matches my whole setup. Next up is actually the headphone stand. Honestly, the most useful product in general, a headphone stand slash DAC slash USB hub, but, and there is a little bit of a button there, it also really doesn't need RGB. In fact, actually the RGB highlights the area around it where the USB ports are and where they plug in. Now, if you're trying to plug something in, that's great, but if you've got something plugged in there long term, like the headphones that I actually have on there, or the other RGB accessory that I've got running through it because I've daisy chained them together to make as little work as possible for myself, well, you end up in a situation where, unfortunately, it highlights everything. That being said, in my setup, it is back behind the monitors and it holds headphones perfectly fine, and it works really well as a USB hub. And as a DAC, it's not too bad. It actually sounds pretty close to my computer's native DAC, which means that quality-wise, it's pretty good, especially because mine is a motherboard that gloats about its onboard audio, so having a good digital to analog converter on it is a good sign. Being said, there is a bit of feedback that comes through my speakers when I turn off the PC. I'm assuming that because it never did that with the motherboard plugin, that is just a grounding issue. To be completely honest though, turning off your speakers actually saves a little bit of power anyway, so it's not really that big of a drawback. RGB on it though, not all that functional. The charging pad though, this one shocked me. Out of the box, it actually has a default RGB mode that lets you know when the charging pad is actually charging a device. And it actually tells you if you put a device on it incorrectly. This was interesting, and you can change these behaviors in Razer software, and if you take the charging pad off the computer, it will still work that way. It's actually really, really interesting, and having the charging pad lit up actually makes it easier for me to put my phone on it. Not only that, but under its default configuration, it still tells me when I'm wrong about where I've placed my phone and if the coils don't line up properly. It is honestly amazing, and it does a really good job charging your phone. So overall, I guess really, how do I feel about this whole lineup, this whole Razer accessory lineup that have kind of useless-ish RGB? Well, it's still on my desk. I like it. Having lights like this actually can be a little bit more pleasing on the eyes, and honestly, like, I really do like it. And it kind of forces me to keep a lot of junk off my desk, which I have a pretty big problem of doing. So overall, I actually am very happy with them. And quality-wise, they're pretty awesome. That being said, they are expensive. Each of them, I'm gonna just list them right here. Yeah, they will cost you a pretty penny to actually run them in your system, but if you're already running Razer products, they're the best additional accessories that you can buy outside of your keyboard, mouse, and mouse pad. And as you see, I already have both of those. The only thing I don't have are RGB speakers, and it's only a matter of time. So, without that, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, you can leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I do content like this all the time. In fact, actually, in a bit of time, we're gonna be taking a look at Razer's Tai Chi Edition motherboard, or the Razer Tai Chi Edition. No, I said that backwards again. The Tai Chi Razer Edition from ASRock and Razer, which, spoiler alert, is actually pretty awesome, minus a few things. So we'll be talking about that later, but essentially, yeah, we're gonna keep going down this road. In fact, actually this year, we're doing essentially like an RGB everything series. This is the first episode. So thank you guys again. I don't know how to end videos. Wolfie, out.